until I get better internet at uni. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
So spawning down in our right hand corner, let's do these introductions. We have the Protoss player. He has the reverse all kill mYinsanity. It is KensShow. And up in the top left hand corner we do have the Zerg player playing for Team mYinsanity. It is Zervas. So really, I think I'm feeling someone with this game.
And now we're cross positions. This is actually better for Zervas. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, Kenshow, he can just adapt. He can play a more macro focused game, which may be what he wants to do. Because I mean, we've seen so far for RuW, their timings, their two base players, they're not working out for them at all against Zervas.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Do you look how fun is Jonah come out of our Zerg player? Will it come out of the Protoss player? Oh, it is indeed. So it looks like they're gonna have a nice fun game, would they? They're all gonna be nice to each other. But a gateway spawn is trying to come down for our Protoss player here. So we might see yet again another mothership core. Yes, it is. It looks like it's gonna be another mothership core faster spawned from our Protoss player. This is actually quite good. But it looks like our Zerg player may be a little bit greedy again and go for the free hatch before pool, because it has worked for him previously. It is hatch first. Is another hatch gonna go down? What do you think?
Well, I mean, I think if he's going to do it on heavy rain, why not do it again here? Like, but at the same time, he's not really moving a drone out, and it takes quite a while to get over towards the third base on this map. So he's just going to go really kind of drone. Oh my god, he is!
Oh my god!
Wow. But this is going to get here a bit over 300 minerals, so it's still a little bit kind of late to take it, I think. Well, it's more or less there, but
Yeah.
okay, when he starts another drone, I guess it's bang on. So, if we actually before pool again, and I mean, again, how does KensShow respond? Because he's not scouting at all. This time, like, Mephix, at least he scouted in the end and saw it, but this time I don't think KensShow is going to bother scouting until very late in this game. So, this is kind of brutal. I mean, Zervas just abusing kind of the potential to be greedy on here on Frost.
Believe it or not, if he lets us go and he lets the Zerg player get away with us, I feel really bad for this Protoss player. I don't know what he can do. Really, at that point in time, with free hatch before pool, your economy is booming before 8 minutes. And if the Protoss player does not do any sort of all-in or any aggressive sort of stance, but that gateway expand does have him the chance to be aggressive. So, I wonder what he's going to wall off as. Is he going to go for gateways and maybe do some 4-gate pressure? It all depends.
Yeah, there's so many options here. And I mean, he can just take a mega fast third base himself if he wants to, if he feels safe enough. And this mothership core is finally going to start coming out, and it's still not going to go scout though. So he's got no idea where his opponent even is right now.
Yeah.
Never mind the fact that he's gotten off to this ridiculously greedy start. So this is a little bit crazy. I mean, mYinsanity looking fantastic here. They're 3-0 up. Zervas is getting off to the best start he could possibly get off to. Like, RuW, they're kind of being made the laughing stock of the playoffs right now by mYinsanity, which, you know, isn't what we were expecting.
Yeah, I did not expect an all kill to go down.
Yeah,
If that does happen.
Not unless fucking Jachi came out first or something. like maybe then I could have expected an all kill, but as it stands right now, the way he's sending Zervas out, I didn't expect an all kill to come from him of all people. So, if he does make it though, I'll be very impressed. He's shown some good games so far. So.
Yeah, I definitely don't see a chance for RuW to come back from this. Remember, mYinsanity do have players like Jachi behind this. They do have players like Kane. They have amazing players coming in behind this. And this Protoss player has to go heaps and boundaries to win 4 matches in a row. Is that possible?
I don't know, man. I don't think so. Not if Jachi and so come out. I really don't think they can. So.
No.
A lot of links coming out here, just in case of any kind of aggression. We do have a probe. Is on the left-hand side. Hasn't actually scouted yet. He has got no idea where his opponent is still.
Oh, these lanes may feign it, and they're actually going to run into it. Yep. So no payload is going to go up.
Does he? I guess he knows his opponent isn't in the top because he saw no overlord come in, or the right. So maybe or the left. So I guess if he's just saying, you know, no overlord came in. So I'm assuming here that nothing happened. Wow, this is shut down completely. Probe's going to go down.
Yeah.
So just stopping the third base for as long as possible. KensShow. I mean, he's got a Forge coming up. He's slowly getting into a longer game. But Zervas is going into this Ling upgrades again. He's just going to play this heavy Ling style, which has worked out fab for him so far.
I don't like this idea that our Protoss player has going for an early third base off 3 gateways and a forge. I definitely do not think that's smart at this point in time. I would have recommended him maybe going for a forge fast expand then and the Stargate. That maybe would have worked for him a little bit easier. But this Zerg player is just going to have so much map control, and he's going to be able to drone up all them bases, especially with them melee upgrades coming down. And he's going to do the exact same build as we saw last game.
Yeah. This third base lava, just more and more lava coming out for Zervas, and he's making so many Zerglings. He just wants to deny this third base. If he can bait some force fields now, it'd be great. But he's making so many Zerglings. I mean, he could be up at like 80 drones right now, and then make Zerglings. But instead, he's deciding to make Zerglings right now before any kind of tech comes out for his opponent. And I mean, KensShow, he's not going to have +1. He's got quite a few sentries, which is going to be nice for him. But is it going to be enough? I'm not really too sure. So Maling's now hitting the front already. And now he's going to come in from multiple angles and just try and get us around on his opponent. And the sentries don't force field him. I mean, now he makes a complete ring of force fields, but he's going to lose most of his sentries as well. And this is just a disaster for Russian universe of Warhammer.
I think this could be GG guys right now.
I think that might be game. Like exactly as you said. I mean, he's going to lose his third base. I mean, behind this, Zervas just drones up ridiculously. In fact, he's not losing his third base just yet. But these links trade so well, they kill off most of the sentries. These zealots actually survive and push this back, but I mean, the worker count is now an advantage for Zervas. He knows exactly what his opponent's going for, basically. He's killed off most of his opponent's tech. He delays his opponent's attack by forcing more sentries to be walked in once again.
Oh my god, I cannot see this. There is a Twilight Council coming down, but there's no other tech. Man, really stop yelling Zervas, all killed RuW. Looks like one of the RuW players are not too happy about what happened.
I don't know, like, I mean, there was nothing going on when we were talking about him all killing, like, I
yep.
don't know,
man. We're not being biased in any way, we're just saying that there is a decent chance. But
we actually see Baneland that's coming down here, which is pretty interesting. I mean, we see Baneland Zergling play sometimes. But to see, it's still always interesting to see it, and quite often I feel it relies on the Protoss player not being... Well, in fact, in this situation, it's going to work out brilliantly, because there's so many Zealots. The Banelings are just going to rip him to shreds, but, you know, KensShow, he does have Templar Archives on the way down, which will help out quite a lot here. Baneland speed starts up, and Zervas now starts that infestation pick. Going to look to head up to Hive, and of course, eventually into that Ultralisk Cavern as well, with this... You know, it's kind of turning out to be he's not at that much of an advantage anymore. I mean, he's got his fourth base finished, yes. He denied the mining on the third base for quite a while for KensShow, and he forced kind of a later Templar Archives.
Yeah.
But the thing with Templar Archives is it's not like Robo play. You don't build a Robo and then you've got to wait for one Colossi to make your second. You can warp in 8 Templars at a time. So as long as you have it out before the attack comes, before you have the storm finished, you're generally going to be okay. So KensShow isn't in that bad of a position compared to what we may have thought. There's some Banelings coming in for Zervas, maybe looking to bust the front and go for a bit of a run by into the main. I'm not too sure, but KensShow is adding a lot of cannons to his natural, respecting the fact that with a Ling heavy force, counterattacks are a big possibility here.
Definitely with this Hive on the way, I feel like he needs to hit a Taman before the Hive finishes. If he doesn't do that, then I feel that there's definitely going to be some trouble just with actually Zealots. But we do see the Robotics Bay coming down, so that does give him the opportunity to get some Immortals out, and that looks like what he is going to be doing. Especially with Storm finishing and Charge, he's going to just rip through this Ling being force.
Yeah, this is... I mean... The thing is, the Banelings are just going to be so effective against the Zealots, and of course the Templars, they're there, and the Sentries, they're there to kind of block out the Banelings, but you can block out Banelings all you like if your army's going to kill the Banelings by charging at them. Like, the force fields aren't going to be as effective. And, I mean, of course there's Storms available to kill off the Banelings as well, but there's only so many Storms, and here we go. These run-bys starting to kind of kick in, and Baneling's going to crash against... Well, the Banelings at the natural not really doing anything, but the Lings at the third base are going to kill this off and kill all the workers here too, so... I mean, KensShow is just going to keep on moving forward. He's not going to turn around. And, well, is he going to have enough here? I mean, the Banelings aren't actually ready yet. A few of them are, and they're going to start moving forward, but they're being blocked by Queens, which isn't the best kind of start. And the first few Banelings don't connect that well, and now a few more get a little bit further forward. More Banelings about to finish up. Storm coming down. It kills off a lot of the Banelings. but I don't think it's enough. There's just not
No,
enough to kind of follow this up.
I did not think he was going to be able to hold that, but it looks like he has done that with
This
strides.
kind of the last few moments. In fact, the third base, yeah, being remade here by KensShow. It's kind of hard to say. I mean,
But no
he
player is
lost all
definitely
his
out of it
army
yet.
again. He lost all his army, but the resources lost is very even because of Banelands. Banelands are suicide units. Like he
Yeah.
killed the whole Zerg army. So the only problem is he's lost his third base, so he's losing a lot of economy right now, and that's something that Zervas may very well attack to.
Yeah, I think that's definitely true at this point in time. He does have some more buildings sitting down at the fourth base position, so he is going to have a hard time really taking this. Some classes are actually being produced, so this will help him, definitely. But I'm pretty sure our Protoss player does know that Ultralisk will be out sometime soon. Definitely from this Ling Heavy style.
Yeah, see macro hatch is all over the place here for Zervas. His hive's finished, he's got adrenal glands on the way, his +3 star, and he's going into ventral sacks to start dropping. And with no anti-air in this army, like the drops are just going to be absolutely kind of devastating because, the storms aren't going to be able to take it down anything because it takes so many storms to kill an overlord, of course. The storms aren't really going to help out anymore. You really need the stalkers there to try and, stop this before it happens. And this is I mean, the supplies are still even, but Zervas comes back into this third base. So many probes are low on HP there. He's going to deny this economy once again. And, I mean, the fact that he's going up to Ultras, he's just getting such a good army composition, whereas KensShow, he's got one Colossi, he's starting to add in a couple of Immortals as well. I mean,
Oh,
the game's still fairly even, but this Sniperless Hatchery might be nice up the fourth base.
that was a nice little burrow there that the Zerg player has done. The Protoss player's third base, so he did there, but the cannon is just out of range to be able to see it. He did get the pick off one line that burrowed. So it is going to be quite interesting to see if he's going to put in even more harassment here when he's going to pop up. The army is sitting beside the third base, so he's not going to be able to achieve much.
Yeah,
And the observer has arrived, so these lanes are not going to do much at all anymore.
he put a couple of transfuses in. Like he had a lot of queens earlier. He still just have a fair few queens. He's on 8 queens, so he's obviously got them queens to transfuse all with. So it might be very well worth putting some transfuses onto this hatchery right now because even like 6 hours can run past these spines and just get a few shots on this hatchery. It's going to die. So this is this is the thing. I mean, now Ultra's out. Yes, there's a lot of Immortals on the way. Well, I guess the army composition for KensShow isn't actually that bad.
No.
He's been preparing for this for quite some time, and you can see double Immortal production now, more Archons coming in. So this is quite nice for him. More of the upgrades, like 2-2 against +3, so fairly even. We actually see a Vipers coming out here for Zervas, so going to look to maybe use some Abducts to pull forward. But with Templars already out, they're not going to be that effective, I don't think.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the Protoss player needs to establish that economy because he is going to have to trade armies with the Zerg player. That is definitely one thing that will have to happen at some point in time in this game. And when that does happen, he's going to need the economy to be able to rebuild. And now it's coming to the 19-minute mark. He definitely needs to throw down that fourth base. But that burrowed ling is just being so annoying to our Protoss player. And he's actually going to start spreading creep as well. The Zerg player just getting ahead leaps and bounds from our Protoss player here. Our Protoss player might have the army to be able to stop this. Oh my god, he's even going to Baneland drop right now, coming down to the natural base.
The more economy he denies here, the better and better position he does get into. I mean, the supplies are basically maxed out, but if you can stop his opponent generating a bank, I mean, you can see Zervas, he already has a bank, so for him, it's going to be it's going to be pretty simple for him to just, remax here, whereas KensShow, he's going to start struggling. I mean, once he spends the bank he's got, he's going to be maxed out, but then he doesn't have anything extra on top of that, so a few Banelands getting caught at this, fourth base, and I mean they will all get taken out here. Not too bad a loss for Zervas. He's just keeping on making Ultralisks. I would love it if he just started up a Spire and a Greater Spire, because what is there really to deal with something like Broodlords right now? Like
I was just about to say that.
Like just and that's the real strength. I mean, even a Mutalisk tech switch here could be so devastating. Considering the bank he's building up, he's gonna have he could make 20 to 30 Mutalisks by the time he trades armies. Or just, I like the fact he's adding in investors as well. This is one way, and actually there's the double spire. So he is thinking about tech switching out of this at some point here.
He definitely has the economy to be able to do a lot of things behind this. The Zerg's economy is just blooming right now by the 21-minute mark. And for the Protoss player, he has the army to be able to beat this. But he's going to have to split the immunity. That's one thing he's going to have to do.
The army value for KensShow is huge because he's only on 32 workers.
Yeah.
So right now he's basically got this one army and he has to basically win with it. He cannot lose it you cannot lose it too devastatingly. And well, we're gonna have a fight now. There's so many queens in here. Feedback's going down all over the place. Infesta's being killed off as well. The fungal growths to the bottom side are huge though, and Storm's layering absolutely everything. It looks as though KensShow is going to push through here, but Zervas, he's got the remax of 11 Ultralisks, and he's taking down a fair few of these Immortals here. Fungal growth trapping a Colossus in place. And, you know, that was a good first fight for KensShow, but this is the problem. The Remax from his opponent. And he just doesn't have enough to deal with the Remax. Like, I don't even think he has enough to realistically deal with all of these flankers. Like,
No.
like, the fact that he's got to basically fight with just this army, this is so bad for him. Ultras are going to start popping out here. They're going to start just absolutely ripping everything to shreds. I mean, 6 Immortals is still going to be nice. 6 Archons is still going to be nice. But there's going to be so many links to tanks and bayonets coming in as well. And, you know, Zervas has to know that he's done enough economic damage that this is basically all in right now from his opponent.
Yeah, the Protoss player is definitely in a bad place at the moment, but he is trying to rebuild his economy on this side, but there's no force base. He is
He's going to come in.
nothing.
Bayonets are going to trade so well, and I mean, this is exactly what you can afford to do right now. These Immortals, there's nothing to tank for them anymore, and with nothing to tank for them, these Ultras are going to start connecting. They're still doing so much damage, but some Bayonets connect as well. The shields are gone, and they're being chased away on creep as well. Zervas is going to pull off the wall kill here for mYinsanity. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is not something we were expecting to say today. Not Zervas, not the players.